What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Ronney McKee. I'm back on Ronney Sports Corner. I'm here with my guy, Sam Week Shields.
Oh no.
You already see me with the Falcon shirt on, so y'all kind of already know what's going on. Going to a little bit NFL right now. I know the NBA season about to pick up in a little while, but right now we midway through the NFL season, so we're gonna talk a little bit about that. This edition is gonna be something new. Um, So we about to do the whole NFL. They did 4 to 5 games right now. So we're like quarter of the way through, close to it. So we're gonna do something called the has and the have nots. Has, for people who don't know, are going to be the teams that we feel are legit. The have nots are going to be fakers, pretenders. So we're gonna start with the AFC. We're gonna start at the top. The Buffalo Bills are your haves or have nots.
I'm gonna let you kick it off. What you think?
The Bills are halves. Um, they lost the last game to Patriots. Division game, all every division game always most of the time tough. Dolphins played a tough division game with them, and Dolphins just lost to the Panthers. So I mean, division games just tough in general. So can't put too much into that one game. But for the most part, majority of games I have seen, they have been pretty much, the let's just say the better team. Um, I will say probably should have lost against the Ravens also. That would put them at 2-2, but I mean, should could would. I mean, hey, I'm gonna say that they have, so they at the top of the AFC right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Other than Stephon Diggs' revenge game, Buffalo Bills, they are the halves. They definitely look and perform like the team to beat. I know that Falcons got them coming up this Monday, next Monday, so see how that go. But they are definitely the halves.
Mm, so next we're gonna go with the team that beat them, New England Patriots. Haves or have nots.
Drake May has been performing out of his mind. I didn't think he was actually going to be this good.
Me
Um,
neither. Me neither.
Funny enough, right before the regular season started, one of our people that we associate with yelled out his name as we were talking about people's players and their teams, as everybody selecting them. And I was like, Drake May, not him. And I was comparing him to kind of a Mitchell Trubisky, Zach Wilson's. I was comparing him to kind of that, the guy that gets drafted randomly that nobody really heard of until it was draft time, and somehow he's top five, top 10 type of quarterback with an amazing arm. So that's what I thought he was going to kind of fall through or fall under. The team around him is pretty much terrible. But
That's
uh,
Stephon Diggs.
have you seen his numbers other than when they play the Bills? I'm
No.
not going to call him terrible. I'm not going to call them terrible. I'm just saying they're not performing at the highest
They,
level that they can,
they,
and that
they,
shows through their record.
they beat the hell out of the Panthers.
Again, like I mentioned, they're not the best team on paper, but they are the have-nots. And unfortunately, one player that's playing at a
Oh,
high
have
level,
not?
have-nots, have-nots, have-nots. There's a couple teams on here, especially in the AFC, that are some halves. But I'm gonna go Patriots are the have-nots. They put up a good fight versus
Yeah.
the Buffalo Bills, but I haven't seen enough from them this season, other than Drake May going absolutely insane. Go ahead.
Just because I got them one playoff spot right now outside of the playoffs, as far as like, let's just say that at the end of the season, I feel like they're gonna be one playoff spot outside. So I'm gonna put have nots, but they're very, very close. I get what you're saying about their team. Their team isn't that talented. I will say that. I feel like they play up for a division game for sure. But they got a good little defense. Wherever their defense has
Yep.
been on.
I feel like
Drake,
Patriots always got a solid defense, like just like a underrated just a
yeah,
defense year after year.
Drake May. He's getting better. He's getting better. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna say have-nots. We're gonna go with Miami Dolphins next. I'll start this one off. Have-nots for sure. Have-nots. Okay, they just blew a lead to the Panthers. You got Tyreek Hill smiling after he gets his knee completely. I don't even know the word for it. Like if you saw his
Yeah,
leg
it
go
was
opposite
terrible.
way. Most of the people are crying after that. He's smiling like I don't have to play with Tua anymore. I
He was
can't
doing the
believe
praise the Lord hands. I couldn't believe it. Or maybe he was just saying that because he just came out healthy and he's just trying to keep an upbeat, positive attitude. But that was definitely odd.
have nots, and that's very easy to say. They was up 17-0 against the Panthers, and they blew the lead. They blew it, and you wouldn't believe the plays that they was like the plays that they was missing. Like at some point, I was just asking myself, I said, "Are y'all trying to lose?"
And you know what I think it is? Mike McDaniels, he's been struggling. He doesn't even look like the same head coach that he's been for the past, what, I would say 2 years ago.
I,
The guy
I
was
think he's
he had an electric offense. He had kind of this swagger about him. And now that's kind of all dissipated. And we've had this conversation too. Tua and these concussions, I think, really impacted him. And people don't either are trying to ignore it, but this guy had he's hurt. I don't think it's right. And I don't know if you've heard him speak in these post game
yeah, it
interviews,
seemed like he lost his mind.
but I'm like, dude, what's happening? And I guess the NFL ignored it, so I guess we can ignore it too, and we're just gonna act like, oh my goodness, none of that matters. But there's a reason why HN going crazy in these games, and they're forcing him the ball. Granted, like you said, Tyreek Hill gets hurt. That's a big loss for them. So that
They still
puts
got
them in the
Darren Waller. They still got Darren Waller and Jalen Waller.
Wallen only played for the last two games. Granted, two good games, really good games from the tight end, and then they still have Waddle. This is correct, but you lose a lot of production with losing Tyreek Hill. So I would put them in the have-nots. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how they get it together. I think it is a coaching issue, but also too, I need Tua to start being real with himself at some point. Somebody needs to be honest with Tua.
I
Somebody
think
has
Mike,
to.
I think Mike McDaniels will be a great OC. It just the coaching wise, it takes a lot to command like the whole like buy-in of the team. I don't think a lot of people like understand how much that take. Like you're asking 52 to, if you want to include practice players, because you need them for schemes and stuff like that when get ready for a game. So you're asking everybody to buy into what you're saying. It takes a lot. OC,
Yeah,
you just got a bunch of offense. You like, I'm asking y'all to buy in on this right here. When you're a head coach, you're asking everyone to buy in. So I think he would be a great OC, but we're talking about
yeah.
him as a coach right now, and that's just a little rough. But okay, so we both agree on that one. I think we will both agree on this one too. Once you do this one, the Jets.
The Jets, unfortunately, they are the have-nots. They are the
They 0-5.
have-nots. You said they're on top?
They 0-5.
Oh yeah. That's what I said. They're the have-nots. I
Yeah.
said that right? Oh, okay, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like they're the
No. You
have-nots.
said unfortunately, like
Well, for me, I was personally rooting for Justin Fields, right? I was rooting for Justin Fields. I wanted to see him kind of make this comeback almost, kind of had this retribution type of season of, hey, I'm getting my opportunity to lead another team. We get Garrett Wilson. Hey, let me get another opportunity to go out there and ball. And we get put in this predicament where they're not playing to the level that I thought they were going to play, especially Justin Fields. It's starting to get abundantly clear that this guy might just be a backup QB.
I said, he might be a glorified backup in the league. Like I was about to say, like at this point,
And
it's
and
like
go ahead.
he's good at a lot of stuff, but he's not great. He's a great
Yes.
runner of the football, but he's the rest. Like when it comes to throwing, it's like he's good at throwing, but he's not great at throwing. He's average at reading a defense. I'm gonna say reading a defense because it's like some stuff you like, bro, you should have known that that person was blitzing. Like the way he walked up to the line, the way it was angled to the line, like you should have knew that it was blitzing. Like stuff that other quarterbacks see, he just do not see.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And so yeah, they're the have-nots. That
Sauce
was
Gardner has went down also.
Yep, he has gone down.
Yeah,
So that's tough. So yeah, that's where I'm at on the Jets,
yeah.
man. I
They
thought it
they
was
used to have
going,
a top defense too. That's what's crazy.
yeah. For like what, a 3-year run, they had like
Yeah.
one of the best defenses in the league.
Everybody said if you just got them a quarterback, now they're like shoot the whole team, just throw the whole team back. They went right back
Yeah.
to their old selves.
New head coach. That's the only caveat. So
Yeah, Aaron Glenn said, "What did I walk into?" He
what he
said,
should have
"Well,
known he was walking into.
he said I walked into his money. That's what I walked into."
Yeah, exactly. Some
But
money on and
shoot,
a head coaching position. I'll take it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. In up north, that money pretty much gonna even out what he getting in Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's a whole bunch of meals more, it's gonna even out because to up north, they be like, yeah, this is gonna cost you about 2 times what you was paying in Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Did I say two? I meant three.
Yeah, some cheap real estate in Detroit. You go to now you in New York. Ain't nothing cheap about that.
Let's get back onto football though. AFC North, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
They 3-1.
Pittsburgh. See, and I got a little, they beat us out Dublin or wherever we played them
Mhm.
Vikings. Um,
Currently.
Rodgers is doing solid, and D Metcalf is actually starting to pick up. I felt like this season started off a little for him, but he kind of had this breakout game versus the Minnesota Vikings recently. Um, I would say they're the halves, and I'm gonna say that just because the history of the team. Um, it, I think I forgot what the stat was, but them ending with above 500 or at 500 season is there. He's in the positive, so they're going to be the halves regardless. And then they keep picking up random pieces that they can start putting together. I like them picking up Aaron Rodgers. I was a little bit confused. I thought they were going to give Russell Wilson or Justin Fields another shot, but Aaron Rodgers, he's panning out to be okay. He's getting the ball to where it needs to go. He looks a little old out there. That's the only thing. But other than that, he's getting it to where it needs to go, and he has wide receivers he can rely on, like DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely expected more out of their defense. I will say that. Not that they've been getting killed, but it's just like they're not as dominant as we would think. But they
Yeah, but
still
they
been
the
getting
steel
done.
curtain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we wasn't expecting still curtain, but I mean, we was expecting. I mean, other than against you guys and you guys, we're seeing y'all offensive line is it
Struggling.
just yeah. But other than
We
that,
look
you
good
haven't
against the
seen
Browns, but I
yeah,
digress.
yeah. But you ain't really seen them getting after a quarterback like that. But I mean, right now it's a bend but don't break defense. They get a few turnovers here and there. But yeah, that's how it's looking right now. But we expected more out of them. But I'm putting them in the halves. I got them in the halves. 3-1. I mean, they leading the division. We're about to start talking about the rest of the division right now. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give my prediction. The rest of the division have nots. But we'll see what you got to say about because who's next is Cincinnati Bengals at 2-3.
Bengals is the have-nots for sure. I'm not gonna say they're the have-nots. They were the have-nots for these past couple weeks with Drake Browning. He put up some of the worst performances I've ever seen. And let me not talk too bad about him because I'm a little biased here. If you guys don't know, at some point the Minnesota Vikings did have Jake Browning on the team. I think this is like 2022. We ended up releasing him. We played them in 2023, and the Bengals ended up beating us with him in the game. And he has this infamous clip of saying, "You should have never effing cut me." Well, after those last 2 years, it's shown that we actually should have, and we actually made the right choice. And we also see Joe Flacco get picked up earlier today, in a trade, I think Browns sent Joe Flacco to Cincinnati for a 6th-round pick. So I'm assuming he will be the starting quarterback for the next coming weeks until Joe Burrow comes back. I'm not sure Joe Burrow's ETA on when he's supposed to return. But once they get Joe
2 months or
Burrow,
something like
uh,
that.
3 months, okay, fair enough.
Two,
Once they
three,
get Joe
2 3.
Flacco, my apologies. Yep. Once they get Joe Flacco back in there, or get Joe Flacco in there, I think he'll be a solid quarterback. He's came in, even though he just got sat down in Cleveland for Gabriel. I think he'll come in and he'll at least perform well enough to get Jamar Chase the ball and people that he needs to get the ball because the interceptions, the uncalled for sacks, it was getting very, very bad, like hard to watch football. I think they turned off one of the games. I think, yeah, this past week the Cincinnati and Detroit game actually got cut and they switched to a different, to in their words, a more competitive match. So that's when something needs to change.
Nah, the Bengals is the have-nots for me. Even with Joe Flacco coming in, I'm gonna be honest with you. With Joe Burrow, I got them have-nots. Their defense is awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. And we're talking about Joe Burrow. Yes, he's huge to the team. But even with Joe Burrow, you're asking this man to be damn near perfect because your defense can't stop anyone. And I mean, anybody that can run, their defense don't seem like they can stop him.
Yeah. Can't
I'm
stop a
talking
cold.
about, I'm not talking about run as far as run the football. I mean, like run, like Kimberly can run. Like it doesn't seem like they can stop him. I mean, I think teams might be averaging like 30 against them. I don't know the numbers for sure, but y'all pull up 30 against them, and that was
Yep.
from y'all defense a lot.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz made it look like, shoot, I thought Carson Wentz was making a comeback.
Yeah.
I mean, their defense can't stop anybody. And
Yeah.
then, but that's what happens when you put all the money on the offense. I understand you gotta keep Joe Burrow happy. But I mean, how happy is God with losing?
Yeah.
Because he's gonna get his numbers, and it's not gonna be on him. He gonna say, "Oh, this ain't on me." I did what I was supposed to do. But really, it is on you because y'all are getting all the money. Your defense isn't getting any of the money.
Well, I
Like,
just feel like that organization don't know how to basically run a team. And that could, I don't want to, disrespect them, but at some point we're gonna have to call a spade a spade. They don't want to pay people, then they're paying people, then they go draft people and don't want to pay them. It's a weird concept that they have going on. It's like every single part of their organization is a negotiation contract. Like, we're not going to pay you. Okay, well, we're going to pay you. Now we don't have enough money for somebody else. This next person, he's asking for money. We're not going to pay you. Well, we are going to pay you. Now we don't got money. And it's like this weird tit for tat type of thing. It's like they almost hate their players. That's what it feels like. You got Joe Burrow and you guys make it to the Super Bowl. The main thing that was everybody was claiming the offensive line was terrible. We've seen that. It was bad. And it's continued to be bad. And it doesn't even seem like they're trying. Their breaking point this offseason was a rookie that they brought in, and they're worried about his contract because he wants money from not being injured. And if you can start seeing on the Bengals, you got to take that money because you're going to get injured. You got to take it, especially if you're Joe Burrow. I got to take this money. I'm going to get injured at some point.
no, here's the funny thing. They have chances to pay people beforehand. They wait
Yes.
to in the last hour to say, "Oh, we do gotta pay you, don't we?" Like, yeah. Nobody did the cornbread.
Yeah. Got to get my money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said,
I don't know what's going on with them.
it's just a terribly ran organization. I will say that. Just I feel like they're the only team. I know Jets have their problems and stuff like that, but they're the only team I saw like literally have problems with their players as far as like their players not getting money. Like, think about that. Your play, your players not getting money, and these ain't just regular players. Trey Henderson was top 5 in sacks. Jamar Chase had the damn triple crown. T. Higgins is one of the
T.
best, like,
Higgins.
like second wide receivers in the league. Shoot, then you let's get Jesse Bates because they didn't want to pay him. Thank you. I mean,
Gracias. Didn't he make a Pro Bowl with y'all?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I say.
ridiculous.
So yeah, yeah. Baltimore Ravens have or have not.
And this is so crazy because on paper, they're halves. But how their performances have been, especially versus Houston Texans, I never thought I would see that. But they
Man, that
have to
was
be the
bad.
have-nots.
That was bad. That
They
was
don't
bad.
have I don't know what it is. That was a terrible showing. And at first, I was making the excuse that, okay, the teams that they're playing top playoff teams back to back. I think they played the Chiefs, lost. They play
They lost to the
the
Bills the first game. They lost to
they
the Bills
lost
the
to the
first game.
Bills. They lost, oh, okay.
They
They lost to the Bills. They lost to Detroit. So I'm like, okay, these are like top teams that they're playing. It's understandable. A couple of them could have been a bit more competitive. Derrick Henry dropped the ball a couple of times, so he's not having the best year as far as holding on to the rock. Okay, we can kind of skip past that. But what happened versus the Texans was an absolute we have given up. We've got punched in
they
the face so many times, we have given up.
I will say they had like five players that was out on defensive side of the ball. Roquan Smith,
Oh yeah, 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 yep,
Roquan
yep.
Smith, your leader defense is out. I don't know how to say lineman name, but he's one of the top linemen in the game. In the BK, I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, but he's one of the top defensive tackles in the game. He's out for the season. Cal Van Noy
Oh
is
yep,
out.
yep.
Cal Hamilton is shit. If Roquan Smith is your best defensive player, Cal Hamilton right behind him. Cal Hamilton, your best defensive player, Roquan Smith right behind him. Those are three people that's one of the best middle linebackers, one of the best safeties, and one of the best defensive tackles. You're talking about three different levels that you got players out at.
And I would give you that. I promise you, I would. But I have to keep the same energy I had for Detroit last year. I have to. And everything I was saying, mind, body, and soul, I don't care. Somebody has to step up. Detroit was in the same exact situation, if not worse. If not worse. It's to the point it doesn't even look like the Raven football that we're used to seeing. You know how we're used to a level of like this is Ravens football. And I understand injuries, people can be riddled with injuries. But when I say it looked like versus the Texans, they literally looked like it was just defeat immediately. Like there was no celebration. There was no, I've never seen defeat in so many players' faces as they're playing the game. People are barely running to the ball. Like these are things that injuries have nothing to do with. People are running to the ball. People are walking off the field. I was like, I haven't seen this before. I haven't seen it before. And then you get CJ Stroud getting to pop his stuff after terrible games. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Go ahead. My bad.
I would agree with you, but you gotta realize, like I said, they missing people on all levels. They got Marlon Humphreys out. One, he's
Humphries was
not a
getting
top.
killed before he was gone.
Yeah, yeah,
He was
yeah. I was
getting
just about to
killed.
say
Okay.
he was getting
He
killed.
was getting killed.
I will say that he was getting killed, but he's out. You got a top quarterback in the league, top three. Lamar Jackson out,
Yeah.
who covers up a lot for that offense because I mean
And they
Zay Flowers is an electric wide receiver. I think Likely was out. I'm not sure though. I think Likely was out. Still got Mark Andrews, still got Derrick Henry. So you got some weapons on offense, but I mean, we're
and they
talking about
saying a
Cooper
couple of them
Rush.
players is sitting out because they're embarrassed.
I
That's
mean, I
just what I'm
would be
hearing.
too.
That's just what I'm hearing.
But we gotta do has and have nots to every team, so we gotta move on from Baltimore. Cleveland, I think this is very easy. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
You said this is very easy.
It's
Have
very easy to
nots.
me.
Have nots. I
Okay.
will say Gabriel's did look good this past Sunday. He did look good. He threw the ball very efficient. Um, for me, because they were playing the Minnesota Vikings, I did expect their defense to put up a bit more of a fight. I think us coming out of the second half, we were able to drive and score, and then to win the game, we had a drive where we scored on as well to Jordan Addison. Shout out to Jordan Addison. Don't know what's happening with Jordan Addison.
They
Okay,
say he
I'm not
had
gonna make this.
disciplinary reasons. He didn't go to a mandatory
Yep,
walk.
exactly. But I don't understand why he didn't go. It doesn't make sense. You're in Berlin or wherever you were in London. You have nowhere else to go. You should be there. Either way, I'm not gonna make this about my team. They looked well. They are still the have-nots, but it looks like they're slowly trying to put it together. Jerry Jude can't catch a ball to save his life. That's the only thing I've. He can't catch a ball to save his life. Other than that, they look like a solid team, but I'm still going to put them at the have-nots until we for sure know what's going on with this quarterback situation.
So I agree. We're gonna make this one very, very quick because we got two other AFC to go to. I'm probably gonna have to split the video and put the NFC in a whole different video. But yeah, have nots for Cleveland. Um Not too much to say right now. They're just trying to find their quarterback of the future. I mean, we forget that Deshaun Watson is still supposed to come back at some point. We honestly forget that. The way we talk about Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders, we forget that Deshaun Watson is still eating up a lot of their like salary cap. Jerry Judy, like you say, he has to catch the ball. Myles Garrett, I'm guessing you just went there for your money because I don't know. At this point, they can start trading away for pieces at this point because Denzel Ward can be used on a winning team. Myles Garrett, he chose to stay there, so I ain't gonna even say nothing about Myles Garrett. Um,
I'm Superman and I'm getting paid. I'm staying. What do you say?
uh,
It's not about the money.
no, it was definitely about the money because it wasn't about winning.
That's what he said.
You,
He was like,
I
it
mean,
wasn't about the money. Okay, we know.
let's be honest. They consistently been like the worst team in that division for a long, long period of time. And if they wasn't the worst team, they was close to being the worst team. Like
Yeah.
they was just third. It's like they third or fourth religiously. So, but yeah, we go to AFC South. I feel like this division has been very, very surprising to be honest with you. Um, Definitely the top. We got Indianapolis and Jacksonville battling for one. Both of them 4-1. So we're gonna start off with Indianapolis. Haves or have nots?
They are the halves. Jonathan Taylor has had himself a year. Daniel Jones has also had himself a year. Like I mentioned earlier, when you're expecting like people like Justin Fields, and even Sam Darnold, you go back, you want some of these journeymen to have uh these comeback years. And for um what's his name? I'm blanking. Daniel Jones. It's been one of those. So they look good. Happy to see what they're gonna do. I think they're the halves. That's just my opinion.
No, I definitely got them as halves. So here's the thing about them. Their defense is pretty good, it's pretty set.
Solid.
Their offense has been a problem because I don't know if anybody has been paying attention, but their offense has been set for a while. It just needed somebody to get people the ball. Their offense has been set. You got Jonathan Taylor at running back. You have Pittman Jr. at wide receiver who I mean, he don't get the credit that he gets because he's at Indianapolis.
Yep.
And honestly, he hasn't had a quarterback to like actually get him the ball. Like you can say Joe Flacco, but I mean, we
Yeah.
talk about other people elite quarterbacks, and then we say Joe Flacco for him. So he hasn't had anybody to like get him the ball for real. You got Josh Downs, who is a good, slot wide receiver. You got Alec Pierce, who's a good secondary wide receiver. You have AD Mitchell. He had his little blunder or whatever, but AD Mitchell, he's a first round wide receiver. Like they have weapons, and then they got the tight end. I'm forgetting his name, but they have weapons. They just need somebody to get them the ball. Daniel
Yep.
Jones, I mean, as bad as he played with the Giants, he said, basically, you gave me not another Saquon. I don't want to say he's another Saquon, But you gave me somebody who can run the ball, and you gave me people who can make plays like all over the field.
And the offensive
He,
line.
yeah, he feel like he ain't have it right now.
Yep.
So I mean, you can't blame him. Yeah, I got them as halves. Yeah, and I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I'm gonna start this one off with Jacksonville. Um, they've been fortunate with their schedule right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. They played the Panthers. Um, I'm forgetting. I think they played Cleveland. Let me see right quick. Check right quick. I'm trying to see. I can't remember who was that other game against. Um, they've been fortunate with their schedule right now. And honestly, they really should have lost against the Chiefs last night. But should could have. They beat the Chiefs. They a team I got on the fence. I can't even say has or have not. I got them on the fence.
Yeah, I was
I
going to
mean,
say as of right now, like similar to what you said, I think it's kind of hard to determine if they're the haves and have-nots. Trevor Lawrence has been playing subpar. Um,
yeah, I was just
they
about to
really don't
say,
have they really didn't have anything to stand out. I think the win last night was more so on Kansas City, and
mhm.
we'll get to them, but Kansas City and their ability not to stop the run or the pass. Um, has been difficult, and it's showed for the past couple of games that they've played in as well. Right now, I'm gonna put them at the have-nots, but of course, like similar to you, I'm confident, but I'm gonna say have-nots because of their strength of schedule. Yes, they did play Kansas City Chiefs. And so far, the City Chiefs have not lived up to what their brand had the brand built.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we on the same line as that. Like I said, this video would definitely be broken up into two pieces because uh I'll just talk about it later. But we're gonna go with the third team in the division right now, and that's gonna be Houston Texans. I'm gonna let you start off, have or have not. I think we might be frozen, you know. Sorry about the technical difficulties trying to get this together, but I think your thing might be a little froze right now. But I'll start off since we having a little bit of technical difficulties over here. But we're gonna go with Houston Texans. I gotta say have nots. Um